guys. Okay, so today I'm going to come to you with a tutorial on this popular crochet braids using the Marley hair. So it's been a big trend, it's pretty cute and trendy, and so I gotta try it. But I just pressed my hair out not too long ago, so I am trying to rock that for a minute. So I'm not going to do it on my hair, I'm going to do it on my little sister's hair. So before we begin, let me just kind of go through what will be using.
Okay, so the products I used were, I used 4 bags of the Free Twist Jamaican Twist braid in the color number 2. I also used 1 bag of the Sweetie Afro braid. I used a crochet needle, a dimming brush to comb out the hair. I used 2 different kinds of rods. I used the pink and the white perm rods, a rat tail just for easy parting. I used shears just to clip the hair, and I used my homemade shea butter for oiling the hair. Okay, so starting first with the braid pattern. What I'm going to do is I'm going to separate my sister's hair into 2 sections, one in the front, one in the back. I also make sure to use my shea butter to coat the hair just to make sure that the hair is protected while under the braid. And then from there, I am going to basically part it down the middle. This way she will be able to have a middle part as well as a side part. So from there, I'm going to simply just braid the hair, going back in simple plaits, and then I'm going to stop midway through the braid. So I'm not going to braid all the way down. So I take all of the remaining braids, and that's why I didn't braid all the way down, and I connect them over so you can get one big braid. From there, I am going to simply connect all of the braids into like one kind of curvy braid, leaving 5 braids. So basically that is my braid pattern. I braided big chunky braids in the back, and up front I have small braids. And so I'm left with 1 braid, and what I simply do is just braid, use weave thread and sew that connecting to the very last braid. So I started crocheting from the back row, and this is basically what I do. I use my crochet needle, I slide it through the hair, making sure the hook is open. I take 1 strand of the Marley hair, and I basically split it in the middle. I've already cut this hair in half, and I basically just simply latch it and pull the hair through, creating a loop. So I pull the strand of hair through the loop, and then I basically twist the hair and pull it through making another loop to create a knot. And after that, I simply just pull the hair tight to secure it, and I just continue this process. So I've cut the hair in half, and I've kind of detangled it a little bit. So that's basically what I do from there. After I've installed the whole section, I simply use my dimming brush, and I simply detangle the entire section, just gently combing it through, also putting a little of my shea butter on there. Okay, so once I finish each section, I begin to roll per section. I'm going to use my white perm rod. I'm going to start about a ½ inch to 1 inch away from the root. I will roll the hair, and then I twist it around the roller. So I'm going to kind of roll the hair, like twist it, and then roll it around the roller. So you do a twist and roll. I do this for the whole section, and then I start with the next section. So remember to twist and roll, and leaving enough hair off the root so you can dip it into the water. Okay guys, so I'm at the top of the hair. For the top 3 braids, I want to create a versatile look, and so I'm doing an invisible part for the top 3 braids. So what I'm doing is I'm facing the latch hook downward instead of upward, and I take the hair, and instead of taking the entire hair through the loop, I divide it, and I pull half of the hair through the loop, and I simply tighten it. To create a knot, I basically take a little bit of hair from each of the sections of the hair, and I basically just take that hair and create a knot to make sure that it's tightly secured. So it's just a tiny bit of the hair, and I basically just do that to create a secured knot. I do this for the top 3 braids again to create versatility, so you can have a side part or a center part. So let's show that again. Okay, so one more time, what you do is you take your latch hook and you're going to face it downward. Then you're going to put your hair through the latch hook and close the latch hook, pull it through, but instead of pulling the entire section, you're going to divide that into 2 sections and only slide 1 section through. From there, you're going to tightly secure that, and you will take a tiny piece of hair from each section, and from there you will just simply tie that together, those 2 sections together in a knot to secure the hair in place. This way you will have a invisible look where you can't really see the knot as much, giving you an invisible part. And again, I did this for the top 3 braids to allow a little versatility in styling. And from here, I basically just roll the same way I rolled in the back. For the back, I use the white rollers to give a tighter look, in the front for a looser curl. So again, I'm just going to show you how I start like maybe an inch away from the scalp of the hair, and I just kind of twist as I roll. So just roll and twist and roll and twist, and basically you just see the finished look. So I continue to do the remaining section, making sure all of the hair is tightly rolled, and that is it for the rolling part. So after the hair is done, now it's time to dip the hair into boiling hot water. What I've done is I've transferred the boiling hot water into a mug, and I've separated the hair to where I can easily reach the hair. Now make sure you have a towel handy, because you want to blot the hair after you dip the hair. So you're going to dip the hair and let it sit into the hot water for anywhere from 7 to 10 seconds. And basically you just remove it and you just towel blot the hair, just to make sure to remove any excess water. So from there, you do that and you basically let it sit for a little bit, and you will be ready to remove the rollers. You guys, so I removed the rollers and it was a hot mess. The curls did not curl the way we wanted, so what I did is I simply just took out the purple rods, replaced them with the white rods, and re-dipped the hair. So this is just a quick picture just to show you what the all the white rods look like. Okay, so now it's time to remove the perm rods, and it's a very simple process. I basically just roll the hair the opposite way, just making sure I try to keep the curl. This can be done within a few minutes of removing it from the hot water. She actually slept with this overnight just because it was kind of late. So I'm removing this in the morning, and I'm simply just going to remove that, and I will break apart the curls. I will just split them once just to kind of give them a little more curl, and possibly trim some of the hair just to make sure I can show the color difference. So basically this is the final process, and it's a fun style. You will have to recurl. The curls do not last a very long time. I found that they only last like close to a week. And you see I'm just simply splitting the hair, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so here is the final pic. As you see, this hair is frizzy, the curls don't last, and so we just did not like it. So we learned a lesson here. The hair by Sweetie was terrible for this style, and so I basically just redid it within a week. And so I'm using the hip hop braid, and these are the final pics. The curls came out so cute, and we just really love the finishing styles. The curls lasted much longer, and you may have to retouch a curl here or there, but this is the final pic. So overall, it's a really good style. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye bye.